Welcome to Dates with Dahlia. Hey guys, I'm Dahlia and welcome to Dates with Dahlia. I am here in the presence of quadruple royalty. Amel, you live with me. Amel Sigourney Griffith. Thanks for coming on a date with Dahlia. Even though you live with me.
Thank you for having me. So, for everybody joining who might be curious, my name is Amel Sigourney Griffith. I'm 24 years old, a Virgo. I do everything that I love and then some. So that's pageantry, PR, marketing, everything and in between.
I'm looking at you like a mom. I'm like,
you look like mom.
This is my quarter child right here sitting. Yeah. I am really happy that you're my sister. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, we starting off like this. Does it know we starting off with emotional?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna cry.
Huh. Yeah.
But actually, no, we're starting off with something fun.
Okay.
We have a segment called Talk the Truth. So you are gonna say the truth, nothing but the truth, and a short why.
Okay. Do I lie though?
No.
I don't lie.
Talk the truth.
I was gonna talk the truth.
Good.
All right, let's go.
So, starting off.
Let me get comfortable.
Get comfortable, girl, because this one is going to hit you like bullets. Harry Potter or Twilight?
Harry Potter.
Ugh.
What? Why would that hit me like a bullet? Like,
I think it would hit me because I'm the one in turmoil.
Yeah, like she read both books, and for some reason, like I never got into Twilight. But yeah, Harry Potter has always been my thing and my only thing.
You read the Harry Potter books too?
Oh.
Yeah.
We both did.
And the movies. When the movies came out, it felt like a hug.
Did it?
Yeah.
I was going through it. Like seeing those characters like come to life, and then as you know how the series unfolds, there was like multiple losses.
Yeah.
So that hit me for the second time I read it. But then to see it, the wound.
Yeah, it did hurt.
Yeah.
And it felt like you were losing a friend every time you know a book is finished and another movie is coming out. Mm-hmm. It just felt bad. Like, am I really not going to see it again? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it hurt. It hurt. So, I hope this one doesn't hurt.
Ready.
Beyonce or Nicki Minaj? Barbie. You look like a Barb.
I am a Barbie. I am a Barbie. And of course a Barb. I love Beyonce. Like, truly being a Virgo, her work ethic, her drive, who she is, it's something I deeply resonate with because I see myself in her. But there's just something about Nicki Minaj. She has that personality, genetic ball, the balls. Like, I love her. And I've loved her since I was like 11 years old. Never changed. Caribbean
girls run it. And I love the fact, I like seeing her old videos when she had the same drive. She had that same, I'm in the room, I'm Nicki Minaj. And she didn't have the big chains, the whole people from, whether you're from Trinidad or America support, like she had a whole Barb in her head before she had it in reality. OG Nicki Minaj, yeah. Like she came into the room with that energy, and I love that.
From day one.
Yeah.
I love Nicki Minaj.
She did, absolutely. Call or text?
Oh, text.
Oh gosh, I don't like that about you.
I hate calls so bad. Like, if I'm on the phone with you, don't be locked in. Don't be in love. Like, it reaches to this point where in work, like, I actually ask my coworkers to like call, to order lunch. Like, we would be like, oh, you call, no, you call, no, you call. I don't like having calls. And then a part of my work, this is every day. A part of my work, of course, is dealing with the public and like answering questions. And so a lot of persons call, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I would. But I am going to. I just ignore it because you could text me. And most of the stuff,
it's textable.
It's textable. Like, somebody would call you to ask a simple question. However, my boss, he's like a call person. But I get him. With him, it's like on the phone.
Older generation too.
Okay, they don't pay me. But he's be like on the phone, off the phone. And I like that. He's just be like, oh, could you please do this to me? Visit. Like, you know, the whole long, drawn out, small talk. I hate that. Just like, don't call
when you're texting, it's direct because you gotta say what you want.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't you just hate when somebody just say hi?
I don't know.
Woo!
Text with purpose. Like, hi, could you please? Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi. And you're not gonna be,
Oh my gosh. So talking about purpose, I have to ask you, rich and lonely or broken in love?
Rich and lonely. There's enough said. This self-explanatory.
Okay.
Yeah. I know it's the opposite for her.
I'm healing.
Alright. So would you choose rich and lonely?
I'm healing.
Would you ever choose rich and lonely?
I'm rich and lonely right now. It's a hard choice, but I'm making it every day. It is so hard.
You're never lonely when you have Jesus Christ.
And you.
Okay.
Okay. Tattoos or piercings?
Neither.
You have piercings.
This don't count.
Because you were a kid?
Yeah.
I
didn't consent to this.
You did crying up like a baby.
You can't remember, girl. Like, he was like 2 years older than me. And I didn't cry. I'm built different. Like, when they bore me ears, I was like, this is it. To the next one.
Boop.
Pierce me nose when done. Like, I was 2.
No, man.
I think I was younger than that, but like...
You were crying. Yeah, you were a baby when they pierce your ears. They do it so that...
I never even cried as a baby. Like...
You know we're from Bartica. It's goal since you're ready.
But I never cried. Like, crying has never been my thing.
You telling me I don't remember? You don't remember? You were a kid.
Nope, never cried. One day in my life.
Cap. Okay, this is called talk the truth, right? Okay. So I gotta ask you, do you want to be a $1 billion Barb or have the Miss Universe crown?
$1 billion Barb? $1 billion Barb. I don't feel like there is any ethical billionaire. So I wouldn't. To be very honest, like one of my goals is to achieve like the things that I want in life, so that I could honestly, and this is not no pageant fluff, no politicking. This is some real-ish. Like I want to have the money and financial power so that I could help. Like truly, like my goal is I would want to build a house for like everybody. Like my nephew get a house, you get a house. You know, my best friend gets a house. Like, and then of course it trickles down. It trickles down to.
And Pro Media gets a house.
People in need. So, but at the same time, I really do want the Miss Universe crown, something that
same
is my goal.
Yeah.
But I feel like as a billionaire, I could be more impactful and make the necessary changes, like in the lives of others, tangibly.
But you can with Miss Universe too.
Yeah, but with being myself, being the billionaire, like I'm the boss, the shot caller. I could make it happen immediately, like effectively, like without the
going
tape.
Around. Yeah. There's a lot of red tape in pageantry too, so I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
So this one is the last one, and I think it's gonna be the trickiest.
Okay.
Because of what we do. Makeup or no makeup.
I'm a day.
Right.
Like going out, like what's it?
I'm not gonna make it easy for you. Just generally, this is like if you had to choose one song on an island kind of question. This is just the answer.
No makeup for the rest of your life, or makeup like.
No, just like makeup or no makeup. Just choose.
I feel like I've reached this point in my life where makeup kind of makes me a bit uncomfortable. I love it. I think maybe it is the amount of years I've spent wearing makeup.
Yeah.
And I felt like after a period of time, I'd really altered the way that I viewed myself without it. And throughout like the last 2 years, I've been actively working to unlearn that and to feel beautiful in my own skin, especially since I struggle or I'm a person living with acne.
Yeah.
It's been like this since I was like 17 years old. So it's a lot to unlearn, it's a lot to unpack, but I would say no makeup where I'm at, because right now I wake up in the morning, I look at myself and I feel absolutely beautiful. So makeup it just enhances what's already there, but I feel really super confident in, going out and showing the real me, the real skin, the real acne flaws, real body, real balls.
Period. Brilliant. And I think your fresh face is kissable, even though you don't let me kiss you. But you're a real one. You pass it. You talk the truth. I love it. You said something that actually is tying into one of the things we're going to be talking about today. You said to love yourself for who you are. And in doing that, you had to take a step back from what society wants. Society wants a well-beat girl. Like face beat, outfit on point, everything just put together really well. And I feel like that is hard when you think about it. It's really hard to be that person all the time. So if you're not that person, who are you? What was that journey like from being a teenager? Because we started wearing makeup as a teenager, and finding your sense of style, and then moving in an industry where it's about fashion, it's about how beautiful you are. You kind of like step out to anywhere looking anyhow just because of what we do. What was that journey like coming into yourself and being like, okay, I could do this, but I love me with nothing?
Yeah, it was really eye-opening because for a long time, like I felt that the damage was done on my self-esteem. It was done on the way that I viewed myself, and over time, it made me sort of angry. It really did make me angry because it's like the worst possible feeling to look in the mirror and to not like what you're
Oh,
seeing.
absolutely.
Yeah, and over time, like through a lot of hard work, I'm not even gonna sit here and come and be like, oh, like I just woke up one day and I felt pretty. No, like you literally have to change your mindset and to unlearn the things that you've been taught, to unhear the things that you've heard, and to just like see yourself in a completely different light. And that is a light that you should be seen in, which is beautiful, which is
Yeah.
kind, which is thoughtful. Things that are on the surface and even below the surface, because it matters the most.
It does.
I'm happy and I'm content where I am now. Some days I do get up and feel ugly or what's that, but
Yeah.
this is a part of womanhood.
Work
Like
hard.
we all feel like that. Some
I think
days.
I feel like men feel ugly too.
It has something with your period. It's like some luteal phase or something.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, but
There is a down phase.
Yeah, where it's like you look
a hyper phase. Yeah, a hyper phase. A phase where you just like really don't want to do anything but bed rot.
Yeah, maybe we are controlled by our periods. Like
we are. We are.
Oop.
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 But I love that. I think for me, it's a constant journey. But I like how I feel when I don't have to try extra hard. And I think I'm kind of a hippie now.
Yeah, you've always been a hippie.
Honestly, and I never fully embraced that up until now, because I feel like with my family and with what I do, it's a mix of two worlds. It's like part bougie, part ghetto, and then I'm the hippie in the middle.
Who ghetto?
I mean, me and you sometimes, right? So it's like we're surrounded by different things. Like even our friends, we have different kind of friends. We have different kind of people that we interact with, And so I think that always looking posh and always looking pretty, it's just capitalism, and it was sold to us. And I don't think that it's unique to us. Like girls all over Guyana, all over the Caribbean, all over the world go through this. Like you open your phone, out of the 10 people you might see, I feel like 6 people look great.
Yeah.
And they look great just to go on social media too sometimes, because that's the standard operating procedure for social media. Like try to look your best, but it's a lie. I think that it's a big lie, because it's not how you feel most comfortable, but it's just how you feel most confident sometimes.
There's some real ish. Like I was gonna correct you and I'm like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
I remember like a few years ago, like when we were teenagers, she would put on the most like crazy fits. Like but actually y'all it's very fashion forward because the earthy girlies, they're rocking that now. And I was sent to humble her in her teenage years. I was like, well, where you going with ball? Like
you remember when I bald my head?
Next topic.
I was on some forward thinking, like which teenager didn't want their hair?
Too woke. And then
I was too woke.
She had the most beautiful head of hair, and I remember coming in one up and the head was shaved. It was like jib job.
Yeah, jib.
Giving a mental breakdown. Like you're here, and it grew back. So
yeah,
it's just here.
And I feel like for all of the crazy things I've ever done in my life, it really helped me with my confidence, because nobody can make me feel ugly. And people try sometimes to make you feel ugly in small ways or in big ways.
Yeah, in big ways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And being on social media, I feel like that's a really important tool. Like if you know what it's like to not look your most appealing and then still find a way to love yourself through that, if you're gonna be in the public eye, I feel like everybody needs to do that. Like, do a crazy thing. Not a crazy thing, but do a crazy thing. So talking about being in the public eye, and especially being female in Guyana, because it's not only women, it's children and young adults, girls coming up. We can't ignore a lot of the things that are happening to women right now. And I think sometimes it has to do with how we value and see girls, like starting from that stage. And sadly to say, especially Black girls, we have somehow put a stamp of maturity on Black girls. And honestly, like it got caught in my throat just now because I really want to address this, like with you. How can we ever blame a child? I mean, 12-year-old, a child, and parentify her for something an adult did.
Adultify her, villainize her,
Victim blamed.
Yeah, this is all things that are pretty common in our society, and I know exactly where it stems from, and it is this desire from women, especially, to be picked
Yeah.
from men. And I want to encourage you all to choose yourself. So this is on the heels of the very unfortunate story of the 12-year-old girl who was sexually assaulted by a 25-year-old man, and it took over headlines. It was really a sensationalized story of that nature.
Yeah.
And first of all, I want to let her know that you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are amazing, your future is as bright as the morning sun, and what has happened to you, unfortunately, will not, in Jesus' name, will not dim your light and affect your future. You are a star, in the simplest terms. When I saw the comments from that story, it broke my heart. I came out of the comment section.
I couldn't keep reading it. I could not keep reading it.
No, I couldn't. I put my phone down. I was scrolling and I saw not one comment that did not blame the child, the victim in the situation, that did not try to excuse what was done, that did not try to deflect, did not try to minimize the gravity of the situation. And I could not take it anymore. And it really makes me scared for young women as a whole in Guyana, because not only are you faced with the threat of these dangers, but you have nowhere to go.
There's no social security net.
Yeah.
So it's like if you fall, we say gone for channel. And and I feel like those jargons ring so true. They say after 12 is lunch, and it's sick in my stomach to realize that's not just a saying in Guyana. I feel as though a nation, a very, very well spoken person said this. I just can't remember who I'm quoting from. But a nation is as strong as how it treats its women and children. It's most vulnerable. And I feel as though what the sensationalizing of that story did is it brought out what the majority of Guyanese think about and feel about sexual violence, not only against women, but girls and even young boys. So it's this victim blaming that really is holding us back, I think, from progressing mentally, because I don't think we realize that it can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone. And I really want to stitch us in by saying you need to realize that as people, as adults, so that you stop propping up abusers.
And protecting them, of course. I'm especially saddened in the way that she was publicly broadcasted.
Yeah.
Something that
by another woman.
Something that was so sensitive. I'm thinking about her and the implications. How does she go back to school? How does she start life again? I could just imagine. We know how cruel children can be. I used to go to school and they used to try to bully me. I never stood for it, but that is not an easy feet. To stand up for yourself is not an easy feat.
It's not.
And
It's not.
I can only imagine, and I pray for her. I pray for her that I'm just praying for her because we know how kids could be.
Yeah.
And for her face and her story and everything to be out there, I just hope she receives the necessary counseling and everything that is needed for her to heal. I hope that the ministry, the government, all the relevant authorities step in to help her through this situation. A lot of persons in the comments or something that I kept saying when I was scrolling TikTok, whatever it was, and they kept speaking about it.
Yeah.
They were saying that, oh, he wrong, but she wrong for going with he.
There's a reason why when you're a child you do things expected of a child, and when you're an adult you do things that are expected of an adult. Now a child is gonna have no full reasoning skills in their head to make any decision, not even what to eat, not even to eat a healthy meal, because if you ask a child if they want something, they're gonna eat out fast food every day of the week. Do you not say to this child you're unhealthy because of your decisions, or you just realize that's not a child's place to choose for themselves? And not to cut you, that's okay. And it's really not a child's place to choose for themselves. And I think what's really important is a call to action. Platforms like these are really important because a lot of people look at our content. And I want to say this directly to her mother, to her stepfather, to her teachers, to her friends. I am literally speaking to you right now. The onus is on you to help her heal. And healing is not linear. It's going to be good some days, it's going to be bad some days. But when we choose to be a community for children, it's through good and bad. And we have to have this understanding in our head that our society is not one that has had the best record of protecting women. So it starts with you. It really does start with you. You guys, the onus is on you to not victim blame. So like you said, get her the therapy she needs, and to not just let this be another sad story that dies down quietly, because hurt people, and the trauma goes through generations. And this is not just hippie talk. This is scientific. Trauma passes from your grandmother to your mother, and so on and so on. It passes in the things that you believe about yourself, and know that if you make children, you now tell your children that. And then it's also in your body, like biologically, organs in your body hold stress. And I feel like this is something that we don't talk about. So if you're hearing this, I need you to understand that that toxic cycle has to stop somewhere. And if she's not giving a chance to heal, I don't think you understand the implications. The implications are generational.
This is a really, really sad story.
It is a tough thing to talk about.
Me to my core. When I was seeing the comments, and I just wanted to add this, when I was seeing the comments of them sharing the blame or shifting the blame between this 12-year-old to this grown adult, I sat there and I was thinking about the things that I did when I was a teenager.
Yeah. I was a bad teenager.
There's a lot of things that I did that a child would do. Many situations that I put myself in because, quite frankly, I did not have the experience, I did not have the knowledge, and I was a child.
Yeah.
On a greater scale.
And you're experimenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on a greater scale, even as adults, I want you to take the same torchlight or the same light that you're shining on her. I want you to shine it on yourself. As women, just turning to women in these cases, as women, how many times have you believed the story of that man? The man that gave you wife that tell you that, oh, he and his wife separated, he living in the next bedroom, or a child with a man, and he's saying that he and his baby mother, they just stay together for the child. Or a man posts a woman and he would be like, oh, there's your friends. These are all funny examples, but
things that you probably believed as an adult,
that you have fallen for, realize that you have believed as an adult. You have lived life, you have had the experiences, you have been down the road before, I can go on and on, but what I'm trying to say is that you have the knowledge and experience, and yet still you oftentimes, as a human being, still
make mistakes.
What about a child who has not gained the experience that you would have gained in your 30 years, in your 40 years. That's a child. So I want everybody to think about that the next time you ever think about saying that, oh, the child should have known better. The adult, in every single case, should have known better, not the child.
Yeah, absolutely.
I saw a live from Speedy. This is American. I guess he's a journalist or whatnot. And this is actually last night. A 19-year-old girl joined his live.
Yeah.
He, on TikTok, let's go live and what's not. So a 19-year-old girl joined his live. He stopped her. He said, "Oh, you look a bit young. How old are you?" She said 19. He said to her, "I have any issue with you. I don't mean to embarrass you, but I have no right as a grown man speaking with a teenager."
Yes.
And he came off the live with her. I have a newfound respect for him.
Yes.
You should not even put yourself in a place
to be talking to a child
unless you are their guardian, you're there to protect, and you otherwise have the best intentions for them. So
I feel like that is really, really important. I love TikTok because you get open to a world of experiences that otherwise people won't share in other platforms, because I feel like there's a different level of judgment on other platforms.
Yeah.
And TikTok is like a home for some people, because not everybody has a support system, and this is something that we have to understand with children who come from at-risk homes. They do not have that support system that makes them so firm and strong in themselves that they don't want to turn to anybody else.
This is so beautiful. I thank you for articulating that.
Yeah.
You look at it from a lens where, some people are idiotic. Look at it from a lens of, when I was a child, I used to listen to my mother and I used to do this.
You had a great mom.
You had a great mom. You had a good dad. You knew where your next meal was coming from. Or on the flip side, you know that if you did that, you would have been beaten to pieces.
Yeah.
So on one end, you're driven by fear. On the other end, you're driven by absolute love. So unless you've been in somebody's shoe whose mom or dad doesn't give them a hug on a daily basis, they don't care for them, they don't know, they don't care when they come in or go out, you cannot speak on everybody's situation. To be a child who does not experience love, it is...
You search for it in the weirdest places.
And for your entire life. So let me just stop right there.
Yeah.
I really feel they get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope they do.
Well, hold your hand. Let me say this. We hope you get it. We hope you get it. I really feel like...
And I feel like we only touch the surface.
We only touch the surface, but this is something new, and I'm really, really happy that we decided to sit down here and have this hard conversation. I know that it can be uncomfortable, but I'm really thankful that you delved in. I couldn't choose a better person. As a woman, as a young, pioneering woman, I feel like you don't understand how much you're adored and respected. And the way you just showing up on a daily basis, like posting a meme where people feel like, I didn't know Amel just feel this way too.
That's good.
I feel this way too. I have people coming up to me. Amel, is you sister? I'll be like, yeah. And they're like, I love her. And they go off. I remember you were doing a presentation for the launch of Independence Weekend. And I was standing next to some women, and they were like, she is a breath of fresh air. They should give her a raise. I was like, they should give her a raise.
Give me a raise.
Give her a raise. I feel like you don't understand how much you are important for Guyanese culture moving forward. And I love the fact that you took your voice to bring some truth to the things that are going on, because these things spill over into 5,000 different ways that do not benefit us as a society, and if we don't talk about it, then we don't hold people accountable. And I just want to say thank you for being here on a date with Dahlia. Thanks for being here. I kiss you now?
No.
Okay, and that's on respect
and boundaries. Keep your lips to yourself.
Period.
I want to say thank you to Dahlia for having me on your show today. I wish you all the best and success. May everything you touch turn to gold as it always has been. You can follow me on social media and Instagram at Sigourney, that's Sigourney, or you can find me on Facebook at Amel Griffith. And you can also hit me on TikTok. I do a lot of things. I don't have a niche, I just post whatever I feel like. But find me on socials, interact with me. And of course, I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Pro Media.
Thank you so much, guys. See you on the next episode.